Hey everybody, welcome to True Crime Streets of LA. This video is going to be predominantly all cheat code based or any other, anything interesting that I found in the game, including a extra mission called Dogg Patrol. And in order to get to Dogg Patrol, you're going to have to find 30 bones littered throughout all of Los Angeles. However, there is a very simple mission, or rather a very simple way to do it. On the title screen, when you are when you're typing in your license plate, I will be showing this off in a little bit. You can type in specific keywords that will unlock things. Now, unfortunately for me, the one that I kept trying to do was whoop-ass, WHUPASS. It just wouldn't work for me. Perhaps it's because I had played a file where I had already unlocked Snoop Dogg and just the bones didn't load. Because that could be a thing, perhaps. But I'm not 1000% positive. I'll show you how to do them in this video. And I'll explain how to do them correctly as well. It's just that one cheat code I couldn't figure out. Now, there are a bunch of cheat codes in this game that you can do by going onto the map screen and doing things by like moving your analog stick. So like on the map screen, if you press R1, L1, up, right, left, down, the left analog stick, the right analog stick, X square, circled, and triangle, you unlock the Snoop Dogg mission, Dogg Patrol, so you don't have to collect all 30 bones. But there are other cheat codes that you can do from the map that gets you things like every move, every car, and every weapon upgrade, all the minor ones. You have ones that just give you the combat ones, or just the driving ones, or just the gun ones. There are ones that increase. Okay, so this one says increase car size. That's not one that I think I figured out. There is one that makes your car heavy, and I'll be showing that one off a little later. But this is Dogg Patrol. So in Dogg Patrol, when you click the Snoop Dogg's face on the actual like mission, the chapter select, you get to pick where you want to start off. Now, Dogg Patrol is kind of cool for a few reasons. Once you collect 30 bones, which I couldn't find a bone despite me using the cheat codes and stuff, you have an hour to play as Snoop Dogg. Snoop D-O-G-G. Now his car has hydraulics in it. I think it's the only car in the game that has hydraulics. And he literally plays just like Nick. He has all your upgrades. He has all the moves. The difference is that you're just Snoop Dogg, and Snoop Dogg has his own lines. He calls people the N-word. It's really funny. But yeah. And the idea here is that you have an hour to do as many crime alerts, as many events as you can do. And you get rated for the amount of them that you can accomplish within an hour. I think the best score you can get, I think it's called Top Dog. I think that's the name of it. The best one that you can do is roughly around 50 events. Or 50, I think it's 50 something events. If you can do 50 events, you will get the best score. If you quit at any time, it lowers your ranking depending on however many you did. But I think flat out quitting like I do gets you the worst one, called Lapdog. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So when you are making a brand new game file, you get to create your own license plate, and entering codes on license plate allows you to do things. Now, holding L1 or R1 unlocks these secret little codes. Holding L1, R1, pushing up and down changes Nick's car color. So this like blue line is the new color of the car, except like I said, I wasn't sure if I was doing this correctly because I didn't notice the difference. Perhaps it's for the other cars, not the starting car, but that's kind of lame if that's the case. Now, the other thing, too, is when you are writing in a passcode, for instance, whoop-ass here, if you're holding L1 and R1, you can't be moving the stick, right, to write the name out. So, like, whoop-ass won't work, right? So what you got to do is you got to hold L1 for every letter. Now, this time I wrote it incorrectly because I clearly just spelt out the name whoop-ass. Now, what whoop-ass does is it shows you where all 30 bones is on the map, so you can just drive and pick up a bone. But even when I did it correctly, which we're going to be showing off in a little bit, even when I did that one correctly, I couldn't find the things. And I don't know if that's because I have data already where I can play as Snoop Dogg. I don't know if I had like glitched my game in any manner. So I wanted to show off the car colors, is why I'm here. But like I said, I don't know if it affects the first car because I didn't notice it. And I didn't think about just using the all cars cheat code, because there is a cheat code that you can type into the map that gives you every car. So I just wanted to show that off a little bit. And, you know, I wanted to just play the game a little more while I was at it. But there are a bunch of them. There are a bunch of things that you can type in. So if you type in B1G1, I'm going to have all the cheat codes down in the description of this video, by the way, or at least all the written ones. I'll send you a link to an IGN article where I found them all at. But like B1G1 gets you to play as the chief, which I'll be showing off. Typing in ROSA gets you to play as Rosie. Typing in hurt_M3, or hurt me, is the one where Rosie's in the lingerie, or in like that bikini when she got caught by Rocky in Blood Money. Typing in FUZZ gets you to play as a cop. FATT, FATT, gets you to play as a different police officer. If you type in SWAT or 5WAT, you get to play as one of the SWAT officers. MNKY is a commando. I think it's one of the North Korean commandos. Thank you. I couldn't for the life of me remember what they were called. Typing in HARA allows you to play as either a worker of some kind, female or male. I don't know what the difference is because that code is used interchangeably. Playing as a female punk, you do that by typing in the word boob. Solid. Not zeros, they're just circles or O's, I'm pretty positive. MNKY or monkey, you get to play as a male punk. TFAN is Gangster. TFAN. BRUZ, BRUZ, gets you to play as a boxer. MRFU is a gambler. FAM is a butcher. HAWG, it's spelled HAWG, is a biker. One of the gimps is JASS, JASS. TATS, like the word tattoo, but like TATS, gets you to play as one of the concubine. Pimp with the 1, or just standard pimp, gets you to play as a pimp. A hobo, you get to play as a hobo if you spell out BOOZ. I'm almost positive those are O's and not zeros. To spell out booze, you get to play as a hobo. And if you spell gym with 2 M's and the number 1 instead of an I, you get to play as a zombie, which is pretty cool. So there are a ton of them. But other cheat codes that you get outside of like all the car skills or whatever is the ability to have every upgrade that you can get. You can even unlock the bonus movie. Oh no, I'm sorry, you get the bonus movie by just playing the thing. My bad. But the IGN article has like other like guides on how to do certain things. Like you're able to find easy ways to get cop points, like the up morality by going to Rose Avenue in Venice and just arresting everyone there. Apparently everyone has drugs or guns on that area, and you can get morality there. I also just like doing the stealth missions, but like I said, you don't really need that many morality points anyway. I think you need like 20 or at most 30 in the game, and you'll be doing that just by doing the stealth missions that you get throughout the game. It's really not that difficult. And like I said, every action you do gives you a morality point or a negative morality point anyway, so it's really, really unnecessary. There are ways to get you to get unlimited ammo, but that exploits a game bug, where what's it called? You pick up a gun for which you'd like let's say you pick up a gun from like an enemy. And then you pick up a second gun to move the first gun to next right hand. When your right-handed gun is low on ammo, holster your guns by pressing R1 and R2 to fire a shot into the air. And then you unholster weapons, and then they have full ammo. Apparently you can do that. So just shooting your gun in the air allows you to refill like the AK-47 missions. But I think the bug only happens in the cruising missions. I don't think it works on like anything else. So there actually is another another cheat code you can do on the map that unlocks the coordinates. So by pressing on the map X, circle, square, triangle in that order, you unlock the coordinates, and there are guides out there to where all the bones are. So I'll be showing off where I think one of the areas is. Now I might just be wrong here because I might have just misread. Not that I'm dyslexic, but you know, like the one dyslexia that's like for numbers, I think I might have that because I tend to flip numbers a lot, whether they're like upside down or like reverse or whatever. Like if I see like 34, like sometimes I'll type in 43, or like my threes look like eights sometimes. So I think there might be an issue there. I gotta get checked out for a lot of stuff. My brain ain't braining correctly, I think. And I remember having like this problem when I was a kid too. Like, but I've noticed it a lot when I started working and I was like typing in phone numbers for people. And I would always like flip the phone numbers. Now, what's it called? The position where I'm going to right now is a position that's noted on one of the guides. I'll also be posting a guide that I found for it. What's it called? I misspelled Streets of LA here. I forgot to grab this. From GameFAQs, thank you. I couldn't remember what the hell the goddamn website is. I use this website all the time for like RPGs and stuff. But GameFAQs, I love GameFAQs, man. If you're a GameFAQs walkthrough writer, you are MVP. A lot of the writers on this site are like super detail oriented, and they always have these really cool like Bitmoji like artwork on it to describe something or whatever. It's really cool. Y'all are crazy. An old YouTuber I used to watch named Silent Phil, rest in peace, Phil. He used to make GameFAQ, or he used to make reviews and walkthroughs, written walkthroughs, excuse me, for like Grand Theft Auto games under the term Phil Nanas. So if you ever want help on like older GTA games, he has them all there. They're all 100%. They're all like super comprehensive and really useful. But anyway, GameFAQs, I'm going to also link this into the description of the video, but it has all the positions where the bones are. So if you type in the position code, the coordinates code, you can just follow along. And I'm not sure if this is the one I'm following, but the one I think the first one I was going to is 388,734. And that's where I was trying to like go, but for some reason I just couldn't find it.
They call it the city of Angels.
And you can see, like, it's cool because, too, when you're in the cutscenes, the positions still show, and it shows you, like, where the game values are being held. Like, inside the target practice is 0, -2, apparently. Like, it has its own map location. So that's really cool. I wonder, you know that YouTube channel where they, like, splice open the maps and, like, they can move the camera free will in any game that they're showing off? I kind of want them to, if they haven't, I haven't seen a video on it, but if they haven't, I'd love to see a video on Streets of LA. I want to see like how the police courses and the driving courses, how they all like interconnect, because they all have positions within the map. They're just hidden. And I don't think there are different positions for like the driving, for like the ranges. I think the ranges are all just programmed to be different. Or at least I'm fairly positive that there's probably like stuff underneath the map that just gets shoved up whenever you enter a certain upgrade. You know, like if you make it to upgrade like 5, the shooting range of number 5 loads in, so everything that's underneath it just kind of shoots into place that needs to be in place. At least I assume that's how it would work. But that would be really dope. I would love to see that video. I thought this game was really complicated. Unless there's like 10 different shooting ranges, then that would be insane. But I doubt that they did that. I think they'd probably just have the one range and then just change it. Oh yeah, there's actually the other range too, the one with all the all the mannequins that shoot at you. Shit, I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of that. Crazy. That'd be dope. But yeah, I was trying to show off the bones. And, you know, the bones, they don't, like, appear. So, or at least I couldn't get them to appear. And so to type in... I was trying to do B1G1, right? So B1G1 itself was the code to play as the chief. And I was like, what am I doing wrong here? I couldn't figure it out. So I was like, maybe it's the code. You know, I'm going to try TATS. I wanted to play as the concubines, right? So I tried in TATS, and then I was like, all right, L1, R1 on there. I didn't hear the little symbol. Clearly, that I didn't do it right, and we're going to get confirmation when we enter the intro movie, or when we pass the intro movie, and enter the first mission. By the way, I didn't know how to edit this, because I knew I wanted to talk about like my failures and whatever, and I wanted to show them off, but at the same time, I also didn't just want to like skip to the good part, you know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, here's what they can do, because the cheat codes in this are a little weird. So when you're entering, let's say FUZZ or ROSA or whatever, boob, whenever you're typing in something, whoop-ass is again the only one I couldn't figure out how to do, to get it to work. But every other one does work. Chief, Rosa, whatever, the cops, they all work, except for maybe the female worker or male worker. I'm not positive on that one because that's the same code. I think maybe they have like their sources twisted. I'll have to double check with my big cheat code book. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Hold on. God, I love Scholastic book fairs. When I was a kid, I used to buy all these cheat code books. And then my friend Andre, he bought me a big orange one that I bought the actual first volume of that edition called Codes and Cheats. More codes than any other code book, volume 1 from 2011. So, but so far these are the only two books that have it. Everything else that I have, whether that's like 2005 PS2 Secret Codes Volume 2, maybe it's because I don't have Volume 1, but, or like Cheat Codes Explosion for consoles, 2 books in 1, you know, like this one also didn't have it. I have another one called Video Game Secrets, tons of hidden codes and cheats to help you win, and I was like a bunch of other stuff. Or I have another one called Secret Codes for consoles and handhelds, now includes PlayStation 3 and Wii, from like 2007 or 2008 or something. So I got a bunch of them, but in Codes and Cheats, more codes than any other code book, the blue one, I found it. And they have no other new cheat code. But that one code I was looking at, HARA, H-A-R-A, it's described here as Asian worker. So I'm guessing that's like maybe like the chef or something. But it's weird because on the IGN article, it's female worker, male worker. So I don't know, maybe you do swap genders or something. I don't fucking know. But... But yeah, so the only other cheat code on here that I can see, like even whoop-ass isn't even on here. That's crazy to me. But one of them is called bigger vehicle, smaller vehicle. Now, smaller vehicle I couldn't get to work, but bigger vehicle is not correct. Bigger vehicle is heavier vehicle, and we'll be showing that off towards the end. Because bigger vehicle is mad funny. You like drive into cars and they die. And the code book doesn't even explain it properly either. Because oh shit, I lost the page. 544, I think it was.
They call it the
Yeah, man. O-P-Q-R. Yeah, hold on. I lost it. I lost the paper. Oh shit. Hold on. Alright, fine. So even here it says to create a license plate and try the following. Go to create a license plate and try the following codes. It doesn't explain how to do it. So even in the code book, it doesn't tell you how to do it properly. So how to type in cheat codes into True Crime Streets of LA. Let's say you want to do B1G1. You got to hold L1 and R1 on the letter that you want to type into, and then let go of those letters, of those shoulder buttons, and move on to the next letter, then re-hold L1, R1 to the next letter. So if you want to type in whoop-ass, for instance, move over to W, hold L1, R1, press the X button to type in W, let go of L1, R1, next letter, rinse and repeat until you type in the code. What BASS is the only code, and this is the time I did it correctly, is the only code in which I could not get it to work. So I'm probably not going to add it into the description, but that's just one of them. I'm going to add in all the other codes, all the other written codes rather, not the ones from the map, because I'm going to just link the IGN article and the facts guide for the coordinates for those ones. But yeah, Whoop Ass didn't work. And what Whoop Ass does is it shows you all your bones. Every bone in the game should be on the map now, but I didn't hear a jingle. If you type in the code correctly, you'll hear like a little like choir going wah, and like you did it correctly, like the good morality code, which I find really funny. Alright, so let me just sit back down real quick. I had to reach over to grab the other book. I want to just double check to see if the second volume, well, A, has True Crime Streets of LA. I guess that's probably best if I double check that before I go in. So I have new codes, but I see Pokemon Black, SOCOM 4. No, that's not it. Yakuza 4? Oh, shit! Dope. All Stars! Dota! Man, I gotta play those games. Nothing like looking at a cheat code book to reminisce on old video games that I own and just haven't played in forever. Like Ice Age 2. Crazy. So something I'm going to be doing real quick as Snoop Dogg, and I don't know why I wanted to do this Snoop Dogg, I just figured it'd be really funny. Oh, you know what? I'm checking the coordinates to see if the bone will appear as Snoop Dogg, because I don't think it worked with Snoop Dogg. It didn't work with Nick, it's probably not going to work with Snoop Dogg either. But one thing I did want to show off was a thermostat on the bottom, so if you like kill a bunch of a bunch of people, like civilians and stuff, you will get the heat of all like the crime syndicates. They'll just show up and try and take you out. 559. Well, not the like crime syndicates, but like you'll get gangbangers coming after you, whether they're like the triads or the Russians or whatever. They'll just show up. Not cops. Cops don't attack you, but all the crime people do, which I find really funny. You kill civilians and the gang members are like, fuck that guy. And they will hunt you relentlessly until you die. I don't know if you can just like outgun them, because they just keep coming. They come in like 2 or 3 cars, and they shoot the hell out of you. Okay, let's see. So I found True Crime Streets of LA. They also have New York City in this book too, so that's pretty dope. Can't wait to play that game for you guys. That won't happen for a little while. Not until like I start Ratchet and Clank maybe, but that also won't happen for a little while either. I want to do Assassin's Creed 2. I want to do the Avatar, The Last Airbender, the first game too. So maybe after Avatar I might do Ratchet. And then I wanted to play Mafia 3 also. So those are some of the games I was thinking about. Just to finish Mafia. And then I have like the definitive versions of Mafia 2 that I wanted to check out. But that's neither here nor there. That's like in the next few years, probably. So in the volume 2 of Cheat Codes and Cheats, More Codes Than Any Other Code book, now includes 3DS. Volume 2 from 2011. The True Crime Streets of LA is written in the exact same way as the first one, whereas Asian Worker is HARA, Bartender is HAWG. Bartender is HAWG. Oh, okay, so you're playing the barkeep, not just a biker, but the actual barkeep that you fight. Okay, that's cool. I love here, too, it's instead of the chief, it's chief, comma, the. That's funny. Dirty Morales is the boxer. Oh, I guess he's like the boxer who gives you the I didn't know he had a name. So Dirty Morales, I guess he's the boxer that gives you the grab move. Oh yeah, so here's where the bone is supposed to be in 3888 to 732 or something like that. It should be around here. It's a golden bone. It's floating. It's big. You're supposed to be able to see it. It doesn't appear, but I'm guessing it's because I'm Snoop Dogg. But I do come here as Nick also. But I think the issue is I picked the save file where I already have Snoop Dogg, so I think maybe they just don't appear. I'm not sure if I start a new... I don't remember. I'm fairly positive I do this as my game file is BlakJak, the one that has Snoop Dogg ready. So I'm guessing that they just don't appear if you already have the Snoop Dogg thing. But like, why bother going around Los Angeles for 30 bones if you can just use a cheat code? The cheat code's so much easier to do anyway. Oh, also one thing I just noticed, the code books, they don't have the codes for the Dogg Patrol mission. Ain't that a bitch? So I'll also be putting the Dogg Patrol code in the description next to all. It's probably gonna be the first code. Like I said, I already mentioned it in the video, but I wanted to mention it here also, that it will just be in the description above the cheat codes. So here we are. I'm going to create mass murder, kill as many and every civilian I can. I mean, sure, maybe I could potentially just drive around and wreak havoc with my cars or whatever, but that's not as fun as running up to people as Snoop Dogg and just blowing them away. Again, there's no rhyme or reason why I picked to do this with Snoop Dogg. I could have done this with Kang easily. I just happened to be like, oh yeah, you know something I forgot to do? that was the mentality behind that. It wasn't like I decided to pick Snoop Dogg for any other reason. It was simply just like, oh well, since I'm Snoop Dogg, I just remembered that I could do this, or haven't showed off the thermostat. So yeah. That's all that was. Fucking love Snoop Dogg. Tries to protect himself. Tries to protect himself. So yeah, I wanted to show off the thermostat. Like I said, once you reach the highest peak, once you go above that threshold, the little middle line, I think you have to hit the top for people to start spawning, but I think if you make it to the halfway, you'll get like one car. But eventually, I kill so many people all at once, like, I build that fucking thing mad quick. Yeah, see, look at that. I just start murking people left, right, and center. Bada bing, ba-boopy. Civil unrest. Alright, see, civil unrest critical. That means people will now start to spawn in to take me out. If you reach it all the way up, that's when everyone will start to, or like they all just kind of like endlessly appear to kill you. So I eventually phase through the map and launch myself in the air. That's a cool little glitch. But here they come. Everyone is going to start to see those little red dots. That's not an event. That is quite literally people trying to come for me. So they're looking for me, and they will appear, and when they do appear, they will come after me. And I don't know if killing them gets them away from you, but they will appear, and here they are. And here's another guy coming. You can see two cars. See, they turn around, they start shooting at you. And these guys are, like, deadly accurate. They are, like, super duper quick to shoot and kill. That guy is driving away. I don't know where the hell he's going, but he'll come back probably. Or maybe I chase him or something. But I'm like, killing the casualties, that's cool. I didn't realize that it doesn't go down when you take out the civil unrest people. Like, so now I have 3 cars after me. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're just gonna keep showing up. And I have negative points, so I can't even heal. You need to have positive points. You have to spend money to heal. So if you have negative 95 points, good luck with that. You know what I mean? But that's what happens if you get a thermometer. You get people just coming after you. They're all gonna go for you. They're all gonna kill you. Super duper fun. If it's pretty fun to just murk the people, but it's also pretty fun to just try and survive people. It's what I like doing in Grand Theft Auto 2. Like, I try getting 5 stars, 6 stars, and trying to survive the army as much as I can. But, you know, sometimes it's inevitable that you'll die. And that's what that is. That's pretty much what that is, the thermostat. It's just people will constantly keep spawning as they try and kill you, and it's your job to either A, escape them, or take them out. And it gets harder because you can't heal. You can't fix your car or whatever. So I'm going to double check this position as Nick, because I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I didn't collect any bones. So I'm fairly certain this one will spawn, but I didn't think about like the cheat code that I had initiated in this profile, where I have all the bones. So we're going to head back to 3888, 3888, 732, or whatever the number is. And I'm just going to double check to make sure that I am not going crazy, that it doesn't spawn. And I think it's just because I had already used the cheat code. I probably had, if I thought about it, I probably should shut off the bones first. I wasn't going to collect all 30 bones, mind you. I was just going to use the cheat code. I wanted to show off one bone to show you what it looked like. They're literally just golden bones. Like, you know, like what a cartoon bone looks like? You know, like One Piece, like the little flag that Luffy has, like those bones? It looks like that, but they're golden. They're just golden bones, and they float in the air. And there's 30 of them all throughout Los Angeles. I'm gonna link a GameFAQs guide where all the coordinates are, if in case you want to do that. But I'm also gonna just link you what Dogg Patrol is, like just the cheat code itself, and IGN for all the other cheat codes if you want to have fun with that. And yeah, I had a blast with Streets of LA the second time. The first time around it was like, oh, this is kind of annoying, like whatever. I didn't have the most good outlook, and then after playing Ancient Woos I was like, oh, alright, this game ain't bad. But yeah, I don't know. I'm glad I held off on doing this LP and this review for Streets of LA, because my opinion on it has changed for the better playing it again. As you can see, the bone hasn't appeared here either. They're unmistakable. They're giant golden fucking bones. Like it'd be like right here. You'd be able to see it immediately. What was I gonna say? So I enjoyed this game. I'm very happy that I got my ass to replay it and enjoy the game again. It still has some issues that I'm willing to overlook for just having fun. So I still think 6.5 out of 10 is a good rating for this game. Like, it's not a bad game. It's definitely flawed, but I definitely enjoyed True Crime Streets of LA. I had a blast. I hope you guys enjoyed the game as well. Again, I read all the comments, so if you guys want to let me know. Definitely my next playthrough is going to be Assassin's Creed 2. It's going to take me like 6 times to get this one right, but I'm definitely going to get Assassin's Creed 2 done before the end of the year. Maybe by like end of April, I'll have it done. By then, Sly Cooper will be done uploading, and then like 2 weeks later, this game will be uploading. So by the time you guys even hear this, I'll be working on Assassin's Creed 2, most definitely. And then after that, I might do the Avatar video game, the first Airbender game. I was curious about that. I used to play it as a kid, or at least I played the first level as a kid. I'd never beat it, I don't think. So I wanted to try that out. I ended up buying all the Avatar games. So like, I want to try it out. And yeah, and then we'll see what the future holds. Thank you guys for watching True Crime Streets of LA, and I'll see you guys in Assassin's Creed 2. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.